Hi friends, happy Monday. Welcome to another Make It Monday with Teresa. Today I'm going to show you how to do finger knitting. And I think a lot of you are knitters, as I recall, at CBV. But this is a little different technique that I learned years ago, and it's so simple. So I'll show you. All you need is, well, you need two hands, but all you need to do this is to knit using your fingers. So you don't need any knitting needles, just yarn and your fingers. And the end result I'm going to show you is something like this necklace that I'm wearing. This is actually 3 different lengths of finger knitting that I braided together. So I'll show you how to do the basic step, and then you can decide if you'd like to do this on your own. It's really simple to pick up and pretty relaxing to do, easy to do watching TV. Okay, so we'll start just by using some simple yarn. This is like a really ratty kind of, well, just a really poorly wound ball, but it's yarn nonetheless. Just a regular weight, and I'm using white just to show you. So I'm going to first take it around my thumb. I'm not going to do anything fancy here, but I am just going to tie a simple knot, or half a knot really. Just want to secure it to my thumb. I'm going to go behind my index finger, in front of my, I'm so sorry, behind my third finger, under my ring finger, and in front of my pinky. And then I'm going to reverse it. Okay? And then I'm going to do that one more time. So behind the index finger, in front of the middle finger, behind the ring finger, and in front of the pinky. And then I'm going to reverse it again. So in front of the ring finger, behind the middle finger, in front of the index finger. So as you see, each finger should have 2 loops on it. So there's, let me just pull this for a second. There's 2 loops here, 2 loops here, 2 loops here, 2 loops here. So we're going to take this bottom loop and pull it over the top. Bottom loop, pull it over the top. Bottom loop, pull it over the top. Bottom loop, pull it over the top. Okay, so now we have this string. We're going to start by going over the middle finger, under the ring finger, over the pinky, and back. Okay, so again, we want 2 loops on each finger. So we're going to pull the bottom loop up and over, pull that bottom loop up and over, pull the bottom loop up and over, pull the bottom loop up and over. So figuring this out in the very beginning does take a little bit of concentration, but it's really just a lot of back and forth, and then pulling the bottom loop over, pulling the bottom loop over, pulling the bottom loop over. It's hard to do and do it backwards like this and pull the bottom loop over. So it's much easier to do. So this is how I normally look when I do it. I normally would look something like this. And maybe I'd be watching TV while I'm doing it. Oh, so you can see from this vantage point that there's some knitting that's starting to grow. This will kind of start to, you'll grow a tail from your hand here. So I'll turn my hand around again so you can see. Have the end of the string. I'm going in front of the middle finger, behind the ring finger, in front of the pinky, and back. So I have 2 loops on each finger. Pull the bottom loop up, pull the bottom loop up, pull the bottom loop up, pull the bottom loop up. There's got to be a better way to film this, but I think you get the idea. Let me really make sure I'm doing this the next time. Okay. 2 loops on each finger. Pull the bottom loop up. Pull that bottom loop up. Pull the bottom loop up. Pull the bottom loop up. And that's it. So this is getting a little bit longer in the back. Sorry, how do I turn? There we go. It's getting longer in the back. And you're just going to continue on until it's the length that you want. For me, I wanted to make a necklace. So I stopped at the length. I don't know what this length is, but about I kind of estimated what it would be when I put it around my neck. If you've been watching any of these Make It Mondays, you know I'm not a big fan of measuring, so I have no idea how long it is. But I stopped when it looked about like the length I wanted around my neck, and then I made 2 more, so I made 3 altogether. And then I braided those 3 together. So you can really make lots of stuff with this. You could make a headband. You could just make a simple necklace that hangs around your neck. I've seen a lot of people really kind of go wild with this. So this is just the real basic pattern for this. And then for any of you that have used a knitting loop or knitting hoop, whichever it's called, this is kind of a very similar method. You're pulling yarn over a peg. In this case, the peg is your finger. So I'm going to show you how to do this all the way to the end when you're ready, like whatever length you want. I'm going to show you how to get all the way to the end and then bind off, which is a really, really simple process. It's so much easier than binding off on knitting needles. Or I don't know. I like binding off on knitting needles, but this is easy. This is really easy. All right, let's check out how long this is getting. So it's getting pretty long. I don't know. I just want to go a little bit longer. To be precise, I just want to go a little bit longer. Okay, 2 loops on each finger. Pull that bottom loop up. Bottom loop. Bottom loop. Bottom loop. Do it again. We'll do this maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 more times should be sufficient. Oops, you know what? Oh, I thought I missed a loop. I did not. There we go. Okay. Again, I'm going to turn it around like I'm just doing this at home in front of the TV. It goes a little bit quicker. And you can see how this would, once you get the hang of it, kind of become a really like mindless activity, you know, really like repetitive and relaxing. And it's like before your TV show is over, you have a whole chain done. So I think I said I was going to do 4 more. Here's my last one. I will turn the last one to you so you can see. All right. Over the middle finger, under the ring finger, over the pinky, back over the ring finger, under the middle finger, and over the index finger. And here we go. Pull that bottom loop over, pull the bottom loop over, pull the bottom loop over, and pull the bottom loop over. So let me show you. Let me switch around here. You see how long that's getting? That chain is getting. That's about how I had it for the necklace. Oh, that's a little bit short, but this will be a short necklace. So I'm going to show you how to bind off. I have to remind myself because I do it facing myself. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. So every time we have done a row, we've needed to have 2 loops on each finger, right? So you're going to do the same thing here when you're binding off. You're just going to pull this loop from the index finger over to the 3rd finger. Tighten it just a little bit. All right, so you're going to take the bottom loop, just as you've been doing, and pull it over. Now you're going to take this loop from the 3rd finger and put it on top of the ring finger. You can tighten a little bit if you want, teeny bit. Take that ring finger, the bottom loop, pull it over. Okay, and then you can guess what we're going to do here. We're going to take the loop here from the ring finger, put it on top of the pinky, and pull the bottom loop up. You have 1 loop left on your pinky. Don't move anything yet. You're going to take this tail. So right now it's like this loop on your pinky attached to the chain and then attached to the loose string. So with your other hand, you're going to just cut this much, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 inches, doesn't matter. You're going to cut a good length, all right? And then you are just going to take this end, feed it through this loop. That's it. And once it's fed through the loop, you're going to tie a knot. Really simple, and it doesn't matter what your knot looks like. This is such a forgiving chain. Oh yeah, and then this was tied to my thumb. It still is, right? So I'm going to loosen it from my thumb. Here's the other end of the chain. I'm gonna find where the end of the string is going, and then I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Here's the end of the string. This is the part that it's attached to. You can see here. Okay, so we're gonna tie a knot right here. Just a simple knot, nothing fancy. And I don't even have to double knot it. It's just gonna make a knot. So here's the whole chain. Let me loop it together so you can see. That is pretty much the length of a necklace. So all I did is I made 3 of these, and then I braided them together, and I made this necklace. And it's kind of a big mess that I made in the back. It's like a big, huge knot. So if you don't like the way that looks, a simple solution would be like to wrap more yarn around this, so you kind of cover up that ugly knot. So like you could wrap yarn from here to there and then kind of tie a nicer looking knot. Or you could wrap a length of fabric kind of folded like this, folded like so that the ends are kind of like bias tape, if you know what that looks like. You could fold it like bias tape so there's no frayed edges, and you could wrap it around here. You could even glue it. So that's that. So I'd be interested to see what you come up with these chains of finger knitting. I do intend to be back at CBV live and in person after Labor Day, so I'm excited to be returning and rejoining you. So please, if I see you then, please let me know what you've done. Show me pictures or show me your end products here, what you did with your finger knitting, or let me know what else you would like to learn. All right, I hope everyone has a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.